was named Jake, his daughter a snake, and she was the family pearl. There once was a man from Orleans who thrived on bananas and beans. He grew so small, he was nothing at all. Then he fell through a hole in his jeans. There was a kid on my bus who never made much of a fuss. He surprised us one day when he stood up to say, "Wanna hear how good I can cuss?" There was a man from Kalamazoo who always had nothing to do. He got so bored he went out of his gourd and died of the lamb buckaroo. There was a man from Sarong who had a very unruly tongue. He raised 12 kids, and when asked how he did, he said, "You have to have them while they are young." I thought I'd drop you a card, but was afraid to drop it too hard. If it got broke, I might have a stroke, and it would make a big mess in your yard. I once knew some men from Peru who were part of a motley old crew. They all swung from trees and crawled on their knees. Now they teach evolution at Purdue. She once threw an egg at my house because I had called her a louse. She never forgave till she went to her grave and passed the hate on to her spouse. There once was a man from Bia who loved to toot on his flute. He's a strange one, they say, because he won't play when he has a sore in his boot. There was a young writer from Dell who never had learned how to spell. Though he tried to learn, he could never discern how the ink in his pen turned to gel. A woman of minor degree had to pay the judge a small fee. She paid her fine with a bottle of wine. I am told she got off scot-free. There once was a young man named Fred who received a hard knock in the head. He lay down to rest and never had guessed that tomorrow he would wake up dead. I have heard of a town called Perth, a place of very great worth, a wonderful place with plenty of space, even for the size of my girth. Some classics. There was a young man from Perth who was born on the day of his birth. He was married, they say, on his wife's wedding day, and he died on his last day on earth. Copy. There once was a man from Nantucket who kept all his cash in a bucket. His daughter named Nan ran off with the man, and as for the money, they took it. Copy. There once was a man from Quebec. He was buried in snow to his neck. When asked, "Are you froze?" he stuck up his nose and said, "We don't call this cold in Quebec." There once was a man from Peor who laid up his treasure in store. Then Jesus came and called his name, and now his treasure's no more.